So this is the distillery room itself. The production room, this is where all the distilling goes on in here. All the distilling, fermenting. Most everything that happens in the distillery happens in here. We start with basically 99% pure water. That water that's in that tank is used for proofing. So your water has to be very pure. If it's not pure, you'll taste it. So over here are the stills. These are both hand built. I built both of these stills back in the back room back here. This little still here is our vodka and gin still. This is where all our vodka and gin is made. It's based on an industrial cooking appliance. This thing's called a steam kettle. You plug it into the wall, turn it on, the elements heat the jacket, which heats the pot. It works exactly like a double boiler. The way the system works, we'll load our alcohol-bearing media into here. The alcohol that's in there will boil off at a lower temperature than everything else. So it will rise up and basically go towards the column system up here. I mean, there's no magic to it. All you do is you heat it up, the alcohol boils off. Apart from everything else, you drive that vapor somewhere else and recondense it, that's your alcohol. The rest of the vapors continue on up into the column up here, and wherever you see a window in that column, right below that window, right there, there's a copper plate welded into there. On that copper plate, there's 12 of these things. These are called bubble caps. And that's the cap itself, and this is what it mounts on. So you can see the holes coming through there. So the way this bubble cap assembly works is the vapors coming up through that plate, come through there, exit and hit this cap and actually recondense some of the alcohols. That spirit cycle will take anywhere from 10 to 14 hours. It's a continuous process, goes up and down and up and down and up and down and redistills it every time it does that. Basically in that 10 to 14 hour time span, it redistills itself in an order of 1,000 to 2,000 times. This unit right here is called the gin basket. The way this thing works is we'll take our botanicals, juniper berries, coriander, licorice root, lemon, lime, orange peels, grains of paradise, cinnamon, cloves, almonds, lemongrass. I think that's it. We weigh out all those botanicals and we hand grind them in this little grinder right here. An old-fashioned kind of a grain grinder. It takes about 2 hours to hand grind all those botanicals. We grind them up nice and fine and we put them in a brewing bag. It's kind of like a nylon stocking kind of an arrangement. What happens from there is the vapors come down this tube. The vapors will come up and dry and fuse through this botanical mass that's in here. So we get a nice, even, mellow gin that doesn't have any sharp flavors to it. Nothing stands out more than anything else does.
The first one was the American Craft Distilling Association competition, and we won a silver. The third one was the big one, and that's the American Beverage Tasting Institute. And they take and do like a number grade on your product, and they do a little write-up on the flavors that come through. And we scored a 92, which is a gold.
So we take these two tubes out right here, put a tube from there to there, thereby bypassing this gin head. What comes out of the end is vodka.
How we make our vodka is we filter out all of the nasty chemicals that come out first out of your still, that boil off at a lower temperature. We basically make our vodka to be really super clean. We don't want it to taste like anything. We want it to disappear in your drink.
This is the workhorse of the whole still. We'll force the vapors through those little copper tubes and flow cold water around them, thereby recondensing those vapors into a spirit. Alcohol flows up as thus and floats this hydrometer. And that's how we know what fruit's coming out of there. The first spirits that come out of the thing when we start running it are the spirits that taste and smell like cheap vodka.
So until it starts smelling sweet or tasting sweet, we don't save any of it.
10 to 14 mason jars that I set right there. So I collected mason jars for the first hour. I taste and smell that spirit that collects in there about every 2 minutes or so. When it tastes and smells the way I want it to, I move the mason jar out of the way into that and just collect into the kegs. You've got to have lots of glass on hand to put your spirits in. The way this thing works is it sucks a vacuum on the bottle through there, and it sucks the spirit in right through here to the bottle, through the fill bead. Neck labels come in like that. We put those on individually. The labels come in just like this on a roll. They come in front, back, front, back. So the way the machine works is you roll this web onto the machine as such, turn a crank, and all it does is it rolls the label right on the bottle. And that machine's made by a local guy, so we're supporting the local economy again. I'm one of the only distilleries in the United States that can claim that I actually made my own equipment. I get to, keep my hands dirty and keep involved in it.